What's up, YouTube? This is Damon, aka the world's worst magician, and today I'll be bringing you a look at the Midnight Bowl-A-Rama playing cards, and also the special super limited edition Cosmic Lanes. Yes! So, sorry, I get a little excited about that, but so the difference is these two are regular playing cards, and then this one actually glows under a black light or glows in the dark. So that was super cool. I haven't seen cards that do this before. So I was into it. I had to order it, right? I had to see what that was all about. So these were the two regular editions. So these were I ended up buying all three. This was a Kickstarter campaign. So I'll leave a link in the description to the Kickstarter campaign. And if I can find a live link for purchase, I will give you that as well. So let's take a look at it. Again, these are Midnight Bowl-A-Rama. So as you may have figured out, they are centered around bowling. So if you're a big Lebowski fan, you might be into these, and Randy Butterfield actually made these cards. So this is the back of the deck, and then one thing that's cool is you'll notice that the two editions actually have different backs. So that was kind of cool because, you know, generally when you have playing cards and they do two different editions, they still have the same back, they just change the color scheme. So yeah, on the top you have classic finish, poker size, ready for fun. And on the inside of the deck, there is nothing except for the logo. And for the red cards, everything is going to be the same except, as I pointed out earlier, the back is actually different on these cards. And then this one follows the black edition as far as the back of the cards. See that? So one thing I will point out is if I put these next to each other, you can see how thick the glow-in-the-dark version is. I mean, it's like maybe 2 times, probably at least 1.5 times the size. So let's get into it. And normally, you know, I would cut away and make these bad boys float, but since there's 3 decks, I'm going to kind of shy away from that. So the decks do follow a bowling theme, right? And then something cool, and I'll get in close so you can see it. I'm a nerd, so I enjoy these little things, but see the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? They included bowling team names, and there's actually all different ones. So Great Balls of Fire, Split Happens. I actually played against a team that had that. Played against a team called I Can't Believe It's Not Gutter. Sorry, I told you. I'm a nerd, and I'm in a bowling league. Yeah, I'm a vampire that bowls, right. So the deck order, so you see there's a Joker like inside of the deck. Is a very strange one, and he told me why he did this. It was something about the uncut sheet and the way that it looks once you put them together. So they basically put these in a weird order, and as you can see, it's all bowling themed with bowling team names. But yeah, this is the new deck order. So if you don't care for it, then you just put it in your own order. But yeah, this was for the uncut sheets so that they could get something very particular on them. So as I'm going through these, I really enjoy them. I mean, I got them just so when we're at our bowling league, we actually play poker, and you get a card for every mark that you get. If you're not a bowler, a mark is a strike or a spare. Nice work on that ace of spades there. So, you know, it's just cool to really nerd out and play poker with bowling cards while you're bowling, right? Sorry, getting into it. Oh, sorry. That was the front, so let me show you the back here. So I do like it. You know, it's got that revolution thing going on. You got the bowling lanes and then ball in the center. Two-way back for sure. And the red cards are just slightly different. And again, they did pick another 52. See that? Obsessive compulsive. Huh? Okay. All right. So these are going to be in the same order. You got the Jokers are a little bit different in this deck, and they're in that same uncut order. So when you put the sheets together, that it looks super cool. But the cards all hold that bowling theme. If you're used to, you know, some of these leaves, it'll bring back painful memories of that time that you almost bowled 100. And you know, they're super cool cards. They feel good. They fan well, with the exception of this deck, which I'll get to that in just a moment after we go through these, and I'll show you the backs. Again, nice work on that ace of spades. I like that. And yeah, I think these are available for commercial purchase. But yeah, let me show you a nice little fan. They look the same, so you know the order's the same on the cards. And then let me show you the back here. So again, you have the mirror here instead of the complete 360 revolution, and it's cool with the pins in the top corner there. So these look and feel excellent. So you can definitely do work with these. Like I said, we're mainly just playing poker with these. And show you the back. And apologize, I didn't show you a fan with this one. So it's gonna look pretty similar, right? Because you're just getting that corner. But look, you see a little bit of the pins there in the middle. So that's super cool. If you did like a huge fan, you could get a lot of that action in there. So let's move to the Midnight Cosmic Lanes. Now I can't show you the glow in the dark because with my camera it just doesn't really come out right, but this entire box glows in the dark or under a black light, and then the entire deck does. And then one thing that was cool in here, so I'm not sure if my camera's going to catch it, but if you see these little lines here, I believe they said this is the very first deck to ever do it, but it's basically like a flip book and these move. So I'm going to try to go through this and you can see it moving across the screen. So again, just kind of focus in somewhere up here, and I'm going to try to do it a little bit slow, but fast enough to where you can see that it's moving across the cards. Do you see that? So yeah, when you fan it, they move across, and that's pretty cool. These are in regular order versus that weirdo uncut sheet order that they had the other ones in. So I'm going to go through it, but I don't know if you can hear this. Due to the fact that they have this paint on them to make them glow, there's a ton of friction on these cards. So I'm not sure if that'll wear down over time. Hopefully not. But yeah, you can hear it as I'm going through it that they kind of stick together. So negatives as far as cards go is, the first negative is the paint. I'm not sure how they did it, and like I said, this is like the first deck I've ever seen. I'm not sure if it's been done before, but the glow in the dark is very streaky. So when you look at it up close, you can actually see like little lines in it. So it still looks cool, but you know, it looks a little weird if you're up close to it, just because of that streakiness. It's kind of hard to explain to you. I wish I could show you. I just can't record it because of my camera's limitations. The cards themselves, they're I don't know how to explain it. They're really flexible, really soft. So pliable. There you go. There's my nerdy word for the day. Pliable. So here's the jokers. They look cool, and they all glow. So when you squeeze the card, you see how flexible that is? I mean, I'm barely pushing it. No pressure at all. So if you are doing dribbling or anything like that, it works really well. And you saw that when I was doing the whole flip book thing, it works really well. But let me try to show you a fan here. There you go. So yeah, this is not me embellishing at all. Like, you just saw me do fans with the other two. I try to put pressure on this, and it does not fan at all. I think the back, no, sorry. For a second there, I thought maybe I got a little fan, but yeah, don't use these to try to impress people with your cardistry skills, because you are going to look like a fool. So big negative on that, but that's only if you were using, you know, these for cardistry, and that's not why I got them. I got them because I'm a nerd, and if you do cosmic bowling, you can whip these bad boys out and they will actually glow under those black lights. So that's why I got them, just to use, be something cool, something different, that you can whip out at the bowling lanes and impress your friends, right? So is it cool? Yeah. Is it good for Magic or cardistry? Probably not. Maybe go with these decks if you're going to do some sort of bowling themed. They have that suitcase where you can pull a bowling ball out of the suitcase. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe make it work. But anyway, this has been your look at the Midnight Bowl-A-Rama and the Midnight Cosmic Lanes decks by Randy Butterfield. And I'll leave a link in the description where you can find these. All right, see ya. Well, I hope you liked that review. And if you have any questions, magic tricks, or decks that you want to see reviewed, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. As always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that like button and subscribe for any future reviews. All right, see ya.